Well, all right, all right, all right. It's 4 o'clock. You know what time that is. It's someone's gonna jump in the space here and share something good. This guy's fantastic. 2+ years ago, I get a request on LinkedIn. I admire you. I'm following you. I want to speak to you. So what do? I spoke to him, and CD, my man here, my fellow bald brother who
Yes,
has
there it
more
is.
energy than me.
I don't
We hit
know.
it off. We hit it off. We just have developed a great friendship. Shows you the power of what's online. So Corey Dissin, it is your chance to tell us something good, and I know I can sit back and you do the work.
Strap in and hang on, my friend, because away we go.
I
First, I
love
got to
it.
say, listen, as far as telling something good, I feel that today is almost like I'm standing at the podium at Cooperstown, to use the MLB. Is that,
Beautiful, man.
yeah, I have arrived at the social media Hall of Fame. And because, like you said in the introduction, when I stumbled across you a couple of years ago, it was like, wow, I have got to meet this guy. I've got to reach out. And I thought, man, there's no way. There's no way he's going to return my message. And sure enough, you said, hey, let's jump on the phone. And we started to talk. And I just respect the hell out of your energy and what you do and how you've been doing it. And I said, I remember telling you on the phone, I said, I want to do what you do. And
Very
now,
cool.
come full circle, 2 years later, and I'm on your show. Pinch me, man. Pinch me. What the hell? This is so
Oh man,
cool.
I'm so flattered. But you know what? You discount what you bring to the table for me. You were a guy who fed me at the time because your energy, and energies attract. And I told you that I'm always giving. There's got to be people that give me back, and no, not asking nothing in return. So I know that you have a wealth of things that you can share today. I want to make sure that people know what you do and about that business because I'm fascinated by it. So jump in and kind of give a little bit of background of who you are, and then take it away.
Sure. Well, I've spent the last nearly 3 decades in the voiceover business. I am not a talent. I am the guy who nudges the talent to do the right thing at the right price at the right time. That's me. Whether that's casting, paying, booking, whatever it is, I've been involved in that business in one way or another, whether it's managing a full-blown production company or being the manager of a bi-coastal agency represented talent, who's doing big things like for Howard Stern, for example. I wasn't Howard Stern's manager, but I was the national voice, Paul Turner. I was his manager for 10 years.
Wow, nice.
And he had a kind of a vanity production company on the side, which was basically me humping over a board and making commercials. And we turned that into a full-blown business where we were doing, and still are, COVID aside, 600 to 700 commercials a month. And then over the past few years, I've developed a coaching business to teach voiceover talent how to market themselves, because I saw that there was a glaring deficiency. So many talented folks out there, and they all had the same complaint. I need to get more jobs. How do I get in front of people? And that's how I put my kids through schools, getting in front of people. So I said, what can I do? How can I share all of the experiences? How can I help talent avoid a lot of the landmines that I stepped on to get them in front of the people that I bill all the time? And that's what I've been able to do. And
it's so funny. It's so funny when I see somebody in social media that has not worked with you, and I think to myself, oh, this guy doesn't get it. Maybe should be talking to Corey.
Social media is such a cool thing. And obviously you and I are both deeply embedded in it. And it's a big piece to what we do. But so many folks don't understand how to use it correctly as a marketing tool for their business. It's one thing to show a picture of you and your significant other out getting a cold drink or a nice meal or doing a workout video or something. But how do you leverage that information to get people to start to have buying conversations? That's where the huge drop off is. And I've been counseling talent one-on-one, taking them step by step and giving them a structured plan on how to do that. And thank goodness they've been listening to the information that I've been giving them and using them to their own success.
You know, one of the things I love about that model is that you've done it and you're continuing to do it. I think there's way too many people who are pumping advice who have either never done it or they're shitty at it. So, with you, you've done it. You had the success. You've gone through the heartache of trial and error. So I'm not surprised that when you get people to listen, similar to when I work with somebody, I go, listen, man, I've already done this. I've done the hard work. I've trimmed the fat. Here's what you need to do that works. And it works universally. So, what is the voiceover business? Is someone using their voice for commercial? Is that it?
Well, it could be for commercials. It could be for explainer videos, narrations, promos for television. I mean, the voiceover business now, and I'm going to kind of rewind back to your previous comment, in that one of the issues with the voiceover business is that 20 years ago, you had to be kind of well off to get into the voiceover business. You either had to be really established in broadcasting as an on-air personality, a DJ, whatever it was, or in production, or you had to have the money to afford all the gear, microphones, boards, consoles, all these big pieces of outboard equipment. Now everything is contained in a laptop, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry is calling themselves either a voice talent or a production company. So what happened over the last 10 years has been such an influx of newbies, rookies, hobbyists that have really diluted the talent pool. Literally, if you Google voiceover talent, millions,
just blows up,
millions and millions. And they're all trying to pick on the same 10 carcasses. And it's like, it's like what the people, unfortunately, and there's a lot of really, really good, talented voices out there, good performers, good actors. But the disconnect for a lot of them is that they think that is the focal point of why they're going to get hired. And I'm here to tell you that I tell them all, it doesn't matter how good you sound. Yeah, you got to have the chops. You got to deliver when the mic is on and you're getting a check cut to you. But if you never get the opportunity to be seen or to be heard, to even get tested, funny. You're never going to get there. And that's with anything, anymore.
Well, so you bring up a great point. That's across every category. I'm speaking tomorrow on a webinar specifically to attorneys, because attorneys went to law school thinking, I'm going to be the best attorney and the rest will just take care of itself. But very similarly, if people don't know about you, you can't practice what you do. So it's really an awareness game more than anything else. When you match awareness to great gift, that's where the quinella happens. So you're spot on.
And to your point with the attorneys, even all the attorneys pass the bar. Not all of them get an A.
Right.
So even the shittiest score that passes the bar, you're able to go out and has the same opportunity to go get clients as the guy who has a 4.0.
Really cool. Right.
And that totally 4.0 guy, and we can keep talking about lawyers, but it's voice talent. You can fill in the blank. Right. The 4.0 guy got lazy and thinking, well, I'm good. I sound great. I have great pipes. Listen to me. Hire me. No. Right. I tell people all the time, there is someone out there that is less talented than you, that is outworking you and getting business and earning a full-time living as a voice talent. It's got the hard work, man.
It should be hard, music playing, because that's at the root of all of it. It's about hard work. So great start. Let me switch gears.
Sure.
Let me know about Corey Dissin. What's your story? Grew up, in Philadelphia. Is that correct?
Well, I guess I'm an alien, man. Let me tell you, by every stretch of I am the total alien. Is that roots in Northeast Philly? My pops gets transferred down to Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Oh boy, there we go.
Which is,
very cool. It's actually a neat place to visit.
Yeah, a neat place to visit. But I lived down there in 1979, and the culture down there is much different. And
Philly, yeah, man.
Yeah, and then for a Jewish kid to grow up in Stone Mountain, Georgia, where the certain kind of flag still waves, it was definitely a rude awakening, but a great place to grow up. Very thankful. But like I said, my roots were in Northeast Philly. My mom graduated from Temple University. My brother went there, cousins. It was like when I popped out of the womb, they stamped an owl on my chest and said, you're going to Temple. Wound up going to Temple, graduated. That's where I met Paul Turner, my former employer who had the production company, the guy who worked with Howard. And I can say I've been working for the same company since I'm a junior in college.
Wow.
And I'm much older than that now.
Wow. Incredible.
Only by a couple of years. But so that's kind of my little quick career arc. But, you know, folks also know some of the energy I try to bring to the table is I try to talk about things like working out, eating right, taking care of yourself, developing good routines. And that's a big part of my everyday of, you know, I like to pick heavy things up and put them down again. You know, I enjoy staying in shape. I have a son, God bless, who's a Division I athlete. And
tell us, because I know there's something good there.
Well, there's definitely something good. And, you know, as a graduating senior from high school this past spring, the COVID thing basically blew up his senior season. And he actually just last night got to play his first organized game with a collegiate summer league. And man, what a thrill that was. I mean, even just to watch him take batting practice and to be out on the field with the other guys. And we're super proud of him. And like I said, we'll be dropping him off at the University of Richmond here in another 7-8 weeks. So we're super proud. And that's a huge part. I mean, you're wearing the shirt that said there's no crying in baseball. We're a baseball family. I'm rocking the, if you can see the sunglass line right there.
Yeah, nice, man. Very cool.
So, I mean, we spend a lot of time out on the field, and it was great to be out there with him again.
You know, I love that, by the way. You know, the COVID has affected so many families with, you know, premium events, senior year, you know, wiped out, weddings and all kinds of stuff. How has your family dealt with, you know, what's happened in your nuclear family? You're basically a work from the studio guy, so has it really affected you as much? Probably.
I've been fortunate in that I can basically operate what I do from anywhere on the planet as long as I have an internet connection and a cell phone. You know, obviously when I'm doing things like this, I like to be in a more controlled setting. And the producers that I work with have, you know, we have a nice, beautiful 5,000 square foot studio for them to work in, but they've been able to make do at home. We haven't done any shoots for safety's sake. Right. My family, you know, I have an older son. He unfortunately got laid off, but is now back to work. So there's some good news there, which is great. And, you know, like other than the little speed bumps my younger son had to go through with his high school and whatnot, all things considered, we're good, man. We're good. We just try to keep a positive attitude. Our mantra at home here, and we decided this very early on when all this stuff started happening, where people were hoarding toilet paper and all that nonsense. We basically just said, now what? Anytime they dropped another bomb on the news, now what? That's like, what are you going to do to stay positive, whether that's who you talk to, who you're around, how you're going to control your day? We're not going to sit around and mope on it about it. I'm certainly not. And I'm encouraging everybody, clients and otherwise, to keep positive, keep your energy going, and just move on to the next thing.
So, you know, it's so fascinating. That's why I love hanging out and talking to you, because at the beginning of the conversation, we talked about you reaching out to me through social media. I'm a big fan that you're the sum of the people you hang out with. So you said, hey, knock, knock, I want to get in. And I gave you that opportunity. You were surprised I gave you that opportunity. But had I not taken that, none of this would have happened. We would know each other. And whether we do it every single day, every month, or just through social media, I have a lens into your life. And at some point, you are motivating and inspiring somebody. You don't know it. I don't know it. I'm just doing my thing. Yeah. I've decided to share it. And the more genuine and authentic you are, well, it's not hard work to share. You know, you're supposed to learn that in first grade.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Talk to me about your social media journey, how you got started in it, and where is it taking you now? And certainly ours is one of the good stories, but I'm sure you have plenty of them.
Well, sure. I mean, you know, I always sort of dabbled in it even early on, because keep in mind, running a national production operation, you got to figure out ways to sell. Okay. And to market your company. And I did everything. I was on the planes. I went to the trade shows. I did speeches. We ran the ads, we did the SEO, the PPC, you go on, and we did everything. And it was getting to the point where I just felt really stale. And I said, what am I not doing? So I started to really examine what I was doing on LinkedIn, for example. And this was a little before probably I reached out to you, because you were one of the sort of mileposts on my list when I was going to go on this journey. I said, I got to reach out to this dude. And I said, I figured out that folks were buying from me because of me. It wasn't,
Bravo.
look, the work was good. Our work was good, but we never won business because we said our work is better than everyone else. Folks were comfortable and confident in writing a check because they felt comfortable with me and they trusted me. So I said, how do I convey that on social media? So I just, on a whim, I said, you know what? I'm going to record a little video and give some advice to some voice talent. And let me tell you, it was awful. The video was horrible. It was pathetic. When I watch it now, I cringe. It just was so raw and terrible. But then all of a sudden, the thing got like a couple thousand views. I go, what the heck is this? This is really cool. So that was like the free little shot of dopamine there that got me hooked. And I just started to feed that machine over and over again. And now it is part and parcel with not just of course, my profession, how I earn a living, but I feel that I need that energy on social media, not for vanity's sake, not for metrics or any of that kind of stuff, but to keep that positivity flowing and to keep my name out there. I mean, it's typical now. I'm posting 14, 15 times a day.
It's
all
great,
sorts
man.
of things.
I love it. I love it. It's funny because friends that reach out to me and go, dude, like you post all the time. Like that's all I see is you. And I go, I won. That's the point.
Exactly. Being like, ever present. So I want to force you to bump into me wherever you're at.
You're awesome. And the way you put everything is so great. In our last minute here,
sure.
How do you want people to know to reach out for you? What's someone's at home, they're rubbing the genie bottle. I need Corey Dissin. What are they calling you for?
Well, look, if someone needs some one-on-one mentoring on how to market their business, I mean, obviously the voiceover stuff is my niche, but I work with professionals of all industries, especially if your personality is contingent upon the success of the business. I help you try to unlock that and kind of like STP in your crankcase. You might have a really good engine, but let's pour a little bit of me in there. Boom, we're rocking. But all that being said, CoreyDissin.com, CoreyDissin.com, or I mean, Christ, just Google me. I worked real hard for you to make sure to find me. Yeah. If you can't find me, you might need a little more than me.
And it's funny that, just listening to you, your personality drives your business. You just said it, you hit it on the head. Every single thing you do, somebody made a decision to buy you. So I cannot thank you enough for spending time with me, sharing something good. It was special. Can't wait till this airs and people get to see you and hear you. And if they're in the voice business, man, reach out to you. And you always have a friend in me. So thank you for reaching out that fateful day a couple of years ago.
Oh, man, thank goodness. And thank you so much. And know that if we were in the same room right now, I would give you a tremendous big bear hug right now.
I can't wait, man. So it's coming soon. It's coming soon.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
All right, man. You take care. Great. Good luck to your son, okay?
Thanks. Go get it, Steve. See you, brother.
Stay in touch. Bye-bye.